dignified winks and jolly backslaps. None who survived the weeks after John Doe remembered this petty victory. It was but one of a million tiffs that had been tearing the country into pieces for generations. In the dark days to come, some former Congress members would wonder if they'd only listened closer. If they might have heard America's tendons pinging apart like snapped piano wire, and been able to do something to heal the wounds before the whole body politic had been ripped apart. Thousands of files share similarities with 129, 46, 98, 75, were received during the 3 days following John Doe's death. Etta Hoffman discovered John Doe's file while trying to determine the starting point of the phenomenon. The VSDC system did not organize entries by date and time. The original designers hadn't believed that function would be needed. Hoffman and her co-workers had to search manually, and only later, when comparing the findings they'd thrown into a folder labeled Origin, did the timestamp of John Doe's dossier indicate it preceded all others. She was not 100% confident of it, but at some point, even she had to stop searching. There were other, more pressing matters. By the end of that third night following John Doe's death, only 2 men and 2 women remained at AMLD's Washington office, clicking, scribbling, and filing. The quartet pulled together adjacent desks and worked in ragged, lopsided shifts, none more tirelessly or with such enviable composure as Etta Hoffman. Hoffman had always been AMLD's oddball. Every statistician forced to work with her presumed her personal life, like her work life, was full of leaden, blank stare interactions. Unlike Hoffman, the other 3 lingerers had knowable reasons for staying. John Campbell's recent years had been traumatic. The death of a child, a divorce he hadn't wanted, and he had no one left to run to. Terry McAllister had gotten into government work with dreams of single-handedly saving the day. He wasn't going anywhere. Elizabeth O'Toole had a husband she feared, especially during stressful times, and the hope that this event could be her escape kept her bolted to her seat. In addition, Terry McAllister and Elizabeth O'Toole were in love. Etta Hoffman had figured that out some time before the crisis. She did not understand this. Both were married to other people. That was something Hoffman understood. Marriage revolved around legal documents, co-owning property, and joint tax returns. Love and lust, though, had always been illogical puzzles to Hoffman. They made the afflicted unpredictable. She was wary of Terry McAllister and Elizabeth O'Toole and gave them additional space. Etta Hoffman's reason for staying? The others could only guess. Some at AMLD, miffed by Hoffman's lack of emotion, believed her stupid. Those aware of the staggering volume of work she did speculated she was autistic. Others thought she was simply a bitch, though even that gendered slur was suspect. Besides her first name and choice of restroom, there was little evidence of how Hoffman identified. Her features and body shape were inconclusive, and her baggy, unisex wardrobe offered few clues. Water cooler speculation was that Hoffman was trans, or intersex, or maybe genderqueer. A temp worker under the influence of his English major once referred to Etta Hoffman as the poet, because she reminded him of Emily Dickinson, pale and serious, gazing into the depths of a computer screen as Dickinson had gazed down from a cloistered birth. Perhaps Hoffman, as inscrutable as Dickinson, found in everyday monotony the same sort of vast morsels. The nickname served to excuse Hoffman's distant manner and deadpan replies. Such were the prerogatives of the poet. Who could hope to understand the poet's mind? It was fun for the whole office. It attributed sweeping romantic notions to an androgynous sweatpants-wearing coworker who joylessly keyed data while drinking room-temperature water and eating uninspiring sandwiches.